Hi, gorgeous lights. Gosh, we're really starting to lean into the energies as the momentum's starting to put the pressure on. Now, we do actually, I kind of am seeing happen a lot in people when they're in what Spirit says two minds. And literally, you're in a 3D version of limiting beliefs, the way that we've always done things, and really tracking along. And I've got to go to work and I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I can't do this and I can't do that and I don't have this and I don't have that. We really, really encapsulated, that's the word they're giving me, to do with a way of thinking, right? The have-tos and everything. And then you've got another part of your mind, a free-forming part of your mind, that is going, I'm really tired of this. I want to do some things differently. I want some other experiences. I want things to be easier. So we've got this really big push-pull that's going on right at the moment between these two minds or two ways of thinking. And they keep playing, and they've been playing for days, that Wilson Phillips song, Break Free from Those Chains. But in reality, that's literally what you're trying to do. You might be trying to get underneath the childhood programming that says, life's hard work, so you've got to work really hard, and yet there's a soul level part of you that goes, no, that's just a limiting belief, you have to get below that. So there's a lot of push-pull that's going on internally. Now, when we do internal mind push-pulls like this, and we're trying to get it to a clearer, more heart-based, or I really want to do this way of thinking, then we can actually end up, pulling faces, broadcasting all that angst and annoyance, if you like, at other people around you. So we're getting what Spirit calls accelerated series of events right at the moment, where people are not realizing that the universe is showing them scenarios and situations that they're actually tired of, that they're actually sick of, that their souls are actually outgrown and wanting to experiment with new. And so we're in this refocus energy, and we're in these 2 months of clarity, February and March. It's actually clarifying that you're done with something. These cycles closing off, you're finishing off. But a lot of it is being pushed by, you're done by having an old pattern, belief structure, or way of thinking that does not serve you anymore as well. And that's causing a huge amount of confusion. And as I said, verbally is coming out in a lot of people to do with tolerances and annoyances, because we have a tendency, when we are in a conflicted state of mind, to actually broadcast that out at everybody else without making clear decisions for ourselves. That actually makes us go, I'm making this decision because I want to make a change, because I feel like it, not because my programming says I have to do this and I have to do that. I said to Spirit this morning, how long do we stay in this complexity? And they said, as long as it takes. So, oh my gosh, I just love that so much. As long as it takes. Well, yeah, we're all in different stages of evolution. We have all these complex soul contracts that we're collapsing in a lot of ways to make way for new understanding, new connections, new refocused ways of thinking, and we're in this process. So there's a lot of push-pull that's actually going to go on internally that then gets reflected externally, so within, so without. And I'm asking that you actually pay attention to mindfulness here as well, because you will be starting to see that your impatience or intolerance with other people externally is only your impatience and your intolerance with yourself on the inside. So there's a need to really go, I need to slow it down. I'm in the middle of a process. I can't rush this process. You're a work in progress. And create that beautiful tolerance and compassion for yourself and what you're trying to actually work out. And one thing that I'm noticing, which I'm talking to a lot of people about, and they're getting very frustrated by, I'm going, let go of the need to control the situation, to control the outcome, to force it to be exactly the way that you think it should be, when it has an evolutionary process. And we know what we know here, and then we know what we know here, and then we know what we know here. And the trick is actually realizing that this new energy that we're going in requires us to be fully present, requires us to not be battling internal old belief structures, limiting beliefs, and actually surrendering to the wisdom that our we planned this way before we got here, and fiddling with it or trying to make it the way that we think it should be is basically causing resistance and blocking the universe from bringing you what you truthfully actually need. There's lots of revelations, epiphanies, and understanding that's going to come in up till June. So your potential frustrations with levels with yourself is just going to go through the roof during this period of time. So you have to apply your own inner wisdom so you can, lose faith in where other people are turning up for you or not turning up for you. Then you have to come back to having faith in yourself and the way that you turn it up. Lead by example is the phrase that they're giving me right now. But the energy that we're in, particularly through March and into April, is one of perseverance. You can go, I'm really tired. Like this was me this morning. I'm really tired of trying to put one foot in front of the other and get a result. And they said, okay. And so I said, thanks very much. She just said, okay. And they said, well, it's mindset, isn't it? You can believe that you're really tired of putting one foot in front of the other, and that's what you get because it's a mindset. If you believe that it is easy to put one foot in front of the other, then it is easy. That's a mindset as well. You're creating your own perceptual reality by what you think. And in this mindfulness energy that they're asking us to be fully present in, it's not thinking what happens next week. It doesn't think about what happens yesterday. It is pulling you in to be fully present to where you are right now. Now, the phrase that they've also been using is that you're in this transformational, transitional energy. You're not a caterpillar anymore. You're not not a caterpillar anymore. You are basically caterpillar soup, and you're not quite the butterfly. And it's about going, well, that metamorphosis, if you like, takes a whole process, and you're being asked in your individuality to slow it down, check in with yourself, self-nurture, self-regulate, reparent in a lot of ways if you're clearing limiting beliefs, then and old programming, then it has to come down to letting some of that old stuff go. Is that what I really think? Do I really think that way, or did I get taught to think that way? You've got lots of epiphanies and clarities coming in, and it is around going, gee, I'm not really having a good day today. Okay, well, parent yourself and look after yourself in the same way you would if a girlfriend rang you or a friend rang you and said, I'm not having a good day. You would take the time to actually listen and be kind to them and compassionate and empathy. You need to do the same for you. And it's interesting because as soon as I go, I'm like this, the guides go, okay, well, you're choosing that. And I'm like, oh, it's me again. And they're like, yes, it is. Your destiny, the way you see the world, everything is driven by the mindset that you're in. The only person that can change it is yourself. So that's an epiphany as well. So it's about cutting yourself some slack. It's not about not saying, there's no solution and I can't do that. There is. It's just that you're having a pity party day and you need to pat yourself on the back and go, oh, you're allowed to do that. And then rallying again and persevering again. The one thing that we know on the earth plane categorically is you can fall down 7 times and get up 8, and that's where the success lies. And if for every person that was famous, or every band that we were pushing it for years and then suddenly we gave up and surrendered and then we reached where we wanted to go. Yeah, the battle, the fight you're having with yourself is the thing that's causing the most resistance. Have a think about whether you want to keep doing it, because the energy for this week and next week is very much one of push-pull until you stop fighting with yourself. So I really wanted to put up an energy update about that. Be kind to you. Parent yourself kindly, with empathy, with compassion, with understanding, with nurturing. You're figuring out a whole new you right at the moment, and you need to take the time to do that and to be kind to yourself as well. Take care of you and keep shining.